is simply covering receivers. Tackling is everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
No, that's right.
Young now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just...
No, y'all would but that's still your road to stay side sometimes too, gang. Like, we men. But if you are, if you're not,
yeah, so you're not communicating. You're not communicating with your girl.
If you're not right, communication is part of the relationship. Because you feel like you shouldn't have to, but you're a man, you got to.
Bro.
Things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first.
Right. That means she's not the one for you. Right. That's all I'm saying.
Bro. You know what's so crazy though? My bad, bro. You know what's so crazy though? Like, I sit down and talk to my wife about my expenses because I pay for 2 houses. You understand what I'm saying? So I sit down with my wife and explain to her what got me paid, what's going on, this, that, the third. No, real rap all the time. All the time, though. So my wife understands. She understands.
This time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes
no, what we said, go ahead.
You have to grab and hold on.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense. So they've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback
no, stop giving that nigga the ball, bro. God damn.
And you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Good time
out. Here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football.
Yo, how the fuck is he getting into every fucking play, bro?
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
What the fuck?
You do the thing.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind.
And that's your fault for not cutting her off when she starts talking to you like that, gang. That's what I'm trying to say. We be letting shit like that rock. Bro, cut her the fuck off. Who the fuck you think you talking to, bro? Like, you don't need you. I don't need you to get this shit cranking. Like, you ain't gonna act like I do. So cut her the fuck off. Like, at the end of the day, you talking like I'm a peon. This shit. No, fuck all that. Like, once you're not doing your part and you confront her about doing your part, and then it don't change, or every time I confront you about it, there's an argument, then we don't need to be together now. It's that simple. Like,
pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
I feel you.
Complete on the deep ball.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely
you're supposed to be checking about that shit. That's what I'm saying.
That'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, eluding the tackle. A second nice move. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Man, get me the fucking ball, bro. Oh, my God. Like, how do Robert keep getting all these fucking shots? Like, bro, give me the fucking ball. God damn. I got to dunk on niggas and shit. God damn. Bro, he's screwing every time you give him the... this nigga is 3 for 9. Give it to me, the nigga that's 4 for 4. That's cooking. Give it that nigga. This nigga 3 for 9. He's shooting everything he gets.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and be frank about it.
Yes, I do. That time I do. I had to check her.
What?
Yes, I do. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, I do. You teach people how to treat you, bro. Sometimes you have to. Like, just sometimes she got to tell me things like that. But I might not get with her. She got like, oh, babe, like, that's not how I like to be talked to. Or like, you got to, bro. It's called communication. We teach people how to treat us. If we let that shit rock, man, we're going to just let ourselves get, disrespected, and we're going to be in a place we ain't got to be. If you was checking up from the rep, like, yo, I ain't having all that shit.
Oh, my God.
He's going to leave, she's going to stay.
Interception, bro.
She's going to leave, she's going to stay, but you're going to know that's the one for you or not. Look at that shit, man. That's nutty. Like, what the? But why would he shoot it, though?
I'm right there. He ain't even go for the fucking ball, bro.
It's like we got to teach them how to treat us. No, I ain't saying it's your fault, and I ain't saying it's their fault. It's just, all this is learning experience. We got to learn how to not be that way, though. It's like black men just let ourselves, feel like we can just get talked to each other way. Just like black women do, too, at times. But men, we really be like, we hold that shit in, and we really let them, like, walk all of us to a certain extent. Until we can't take that shit no more. We got to, like, check it from the rip, gang. Like, no argument. We gotta stop that too. You gotta learn how to because me too. You gotta learn how to just say what the fuck you mean and mean what you say. And just, bitches gonna argue. Bitches going, yeah. All right, I ain't even keep rapping with. Oh, that's all. My bad. I'm just shouldn't here. I get it though, because sometimes I get wrapped up in that shit too. I be fucking arguing and shit.
That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And this one complete to Smith. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But that's another thing we gotta learn too. We gotta learn how to have conversations without like checking it, but check it. Like, ain't you gotta be all the time like, yo, don't call me my name like that. We just gotta like, listen, babe. It's gotta be like regular conversations. Like, babe, listen, I don't like that. I don't respect that. I'm a man. Like you gotta we gotta learn how to talk sometimes, because you know how your partner gonna react out of some of the things you gonna say. But sometimes you do gotta come a little. You get more honey with shit. Get more honey with. You get more bees with honey. Sometimes you do gotta come with a little. These niggas, bro. I'm not fuck out of here. I promise. That shit hit my back, bro. I promise I'm not the first. This shit is here, my fuck.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Right. Scored a touchdown on their last time.
They start adding up.
Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I'm about to have 30 shots.
Give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll push
safety for not shooting.
37, gain of 2.
They're thinking about to have 30 shots before we fucking.
I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us,
we just be looking at
it's a
red
matchup
flags.
game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th down, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50,
my.
45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On the give, this is Hubbard.
Big match.
Down to the 41. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
That's the shit that black women do to us a lot. Because white women don't even do that a lot with them niggas. Talk about our finances there. Like, we broke and this and that. Like.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense.
That's hit out of their head, bro.
This for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Nope. This is be controlling that shit. Dude, nigga. This is be controlling. Fuck all that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Oh, that's okay.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
Oh, my God.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Bro, geez. Yeah, that's how they start watching.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining.
Oh, my God.
Number 1.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my God. I kept that. Oh, man.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Yo, them niggas.
They're going to look to throw.
And young boy. Oh, my God.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That is caught by Thielen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's why I turned my drone off.
Right after the turnover, they come out
I
throwing.
don't got mine, though.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop
I ain't got no
offense.
signal.
But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
I'm trying to tell you.
Right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I still don't do it. Her shit, he's deep. You arguing this shit so blind these other locations. Like, I just don't give him anything. Unless I'm like,
and unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the
and I tell her that's nuts shit all the time. That's what I'm saying. I'm black about shit like that, bro. Because if we gang war and you trying location, all that's corny. Because you're doing shit to be sneaky and smart. Like I don't like spiteful shit. Like everybody makes mistakes in life, bro. I'm not tripping about that. But to be spiteful and do something off the fact of somebody else do something, that's the most nut shit to me. Like to do something because somebody did something is nutty. Like, come on, bro.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay. Like you're doing too much. I black about days like that shit all the time. She'll block me and then so the location get turned off. And I call like, so you being a little girl, right? Or you be a little girl. That's little girl shit. Because at the end of the day, if we have a discussion, first of all arguments not that deep. They make everything like it's the end of the world. It's just a discussion. We just disagreeing about something. It's not that deep. Sometimes y'all can just agree to disagree. Like, goddamn, it don't gotta be fucking like what the fuck.
This Carolina offense
at all. There's a pitcher.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad.
I ain't mad at the front because she don't owe you no loyalty, so it's like, fuck the bitch anyway.
In the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to? Yeah. This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
But I feel like she did it out of little spike too, because you don't know the bitches might like you. You don't know it. Could have been digging, we don't want to get like that.
Yeah, even on that, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Right. Come on outside. Yeah.
Right. Inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Yeah.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
Bro,
and he'll go down
God damn, get that shit in there. Like these niggas, yo, yeah, young boys shoot. Every fucking shot.
He's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And this time he's not going in.
Oh my God, bro.
Right at the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Right.
Looking to throw, Young. That one completes him again. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Fuck, man. I'm bad, man. It's not you, man. They pissing me off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick.
I'm mad, bro. I had a dog on this shit because that shit pissed me off.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field.
You gotta get out that mindset, bro. You can't say you were mind playing it. You gotta mind
playing it. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards.
I don't mind paying the bill either, like, especially by myself, because I'm taking care of shit. I don't mind paying it either with Deja here, but if somebody with you, they got to pay their road, because at the end of the day.
Managed to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Silver. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that's lazy.
To throw, Young. That one completes. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall.
Nigga,
So I wonder what the mindset
that's
is
that
of this
most
team.
niggas
Do
go
they
through
want
is
him
keep
to
the
handle
same
the
shit.
football and try
Nigga,
and
look at
close
all
this
this
game out?
food ordered
Or are they
out
going to make an
from food that we
alternative
bought
plan
in the
and maybe
refrigerator,
go in a
nigga.
different
Same
direction?
shit,
I
but
think they need
there's
it, and this is his
like
time
I
to
deal with
shine.
it sometimes, and then other times I'm not. No, I'm fucking that.
Young will set to throw.
Shut up.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a
Who
reminder
said anything about
myself
that?
because
Look,
you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
That's not even
on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Eluding the pressure right. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
That's the first time he's called his own.
No, I agree, but we do get in the trap, but sometimes we do gotta tell each other though, bro. We can't just like each other's not mind readers. We do gotta tell each other, bro. Like she tell me what she don't like. Sometimes I tell her what I don't like. But we gotta talk about that shit at time, or otherwise we gonna keep doing the same shit and not even worried about that. Bro.
5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll play fake. Now Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Steps away. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great.
Yeah, like
but that's not what you're really playing for.
Young takes it on the sneak. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Facts. They've been sighting every day.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Panthers 27, Eagles 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing is Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively.
Oh, shit.
Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Bullshit.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Wham.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Off the option, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here now, 2nd and goal. Barkley. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
All right, you gotta use your mind.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall in.
That shit ain't no joke. You gotta be aware.
The ice is down. He's gonna need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Great, set.
They're going on.
Yo, I'm missing. All right, let me lock it. I think they missed the easy shit. Like, what the fuck?
And a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and